This is TofuNinja,
This is BvH,
and we're from
OG13.com.
And we're here to give our thoughts about the Bachelor 19 season premiere. There's going to be some spoilers, isn't that right, BvH?
Yeah, if you're tuning in to see what's going on, we're going to have spoilers throughout this review of the show and our impressions of how it went. So if you don't want to hear them, listen to it after you watch the show.
Yeah, that's real important. Alright, starting up, just some of our first impressions of the show. Anything that stood out to you, BvH?
One of the things that they changed is they went from a 2-hour show to a 3-hour show. And that extra third hour, they were holding a sort of Academy Award style opening with all the Bachelor Nation there and having live cuts in and basically like a self-analyzation of the show while the show was going on.
Yeah,
and
it was kind of boring.
Yeah, they didn't do a very good job at the execution. They picked different people to give a spot-on opinion, and it wasn't very deep and insightful at all. Just kind of a waste of time, I thought.
Yeah, some of it was good to see some of the old Bachelor and Bachelorettes and some of the winners, because I guess their winning percentage and wedding percentage is going up.
Yeah, that's true.
So it was kind of good to see, that the Hoppa girl, Catherine,
yeah,
and Sean. She's really cute. She's still cute.
Yeah.
And then the one that got the baseball player, Andy,
yeah.
she's cute, and her and the baseball guy, man, she's all over.
Yeah, we'll just call him Jose Canseco.
No, that's mean to him. He's classier. And
okay.
And I think one of the worst parts was that 5 to 10 minute interview, or it seemed that long, where they were trying to get Nikki to bash Juan Pablo. Is Nikki her name? I didn't watch it.
No, it was Nikki. Yeah.
Nikki, and it was more like, come on, bash Juan Pablo. Nikki, did he ignore you? Oh no, he was okay, and it just didn't work out. But he abused you, right? No, he didn't. We just weren't patting. But he hurt you, right? And it was like Chris Harrison was trying to do everything he could to get her to go, Juan Pablo is a SOB, I hate him.
Yeah.
And she kept deflecting, and I think she was getting emotional because she kept deflecting, and she's almost like, why you keep asking me this? And Chris Harrison is trying to figure out different ways to ask her
the same thing.
Same thing, like, he hurt you, right?
Yeah.
Well, did you do this? No. But he hurt you, right? And it was stupid.
And you know what? The thing with that is that Nikki wasn't my favorite last season with Juan Pablo. I think a lot of people would agree that they wouldn't have picked her for the final one. And probably not everyone's favorite, but she was really classy when Chris Harrison was pretty much giving her the basically
the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
And I kind of wish she would turn just 5 degrees toward it, because she had some major racket stuff going on, but I couldn't really tell because of the dress and the angle, but she looked like she had a huge rack, and I wanted to see that. So shame on you, Chris Harrison, for depriving us of that rack.
Yeah, you should know better after 19 seasons.
Alright, so moving on, we had some changes to our... You want to do the list right now, or do you want to do it after the girls?
Let's do it after the girls.
Okay,
yeah.
So we're going to go through some of the girls and some of the highlights in the show. We highlighted some of the cast members.
Right.
And so we could talk about them a little bit more.
Okay, who do you want to start off with?
Let's just go in alphabetical order.
Okay.
Amber. We kind of called it. I still don't think she'll be there at the end, but like I was saying, no Bachelor's going to cut the token person the first time, because they want to be deemed a racist and have Al Sharpton after them. But I will say that this picture of her did her no justice.
Yeah, that's true.
Most of them did. She actually kind of looked a little mixed. Maybe she's full, maybe she's not, but she looked a lot better on the show than this picture.
Yeah, I think many people can agree that the photographs on the Bachelor website, they don't do many of the girls justice.
Yeah.
After you watch the first episode, I mean, you could totally... It's like a 180.
It is, and so our chauvinistic video, that was an hour and 11 minutes, completely blown apart now.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's Amber. She's still there. Spoiler.
Right. Next one would be Ashley I.
Ashley I is actually they did some weird changing. I remember it saying nanny, but so I was wrong, and I guess she's a freelance journalist, not a nanny. Or she
Right.
could be my nanny. Um, she wasn't as fiery as I thought she'd be. She came by
Yeah.
really passive.
Yeah, she really didn't make a big impact on the show.
She
Bigger
joined
than what we thought.
she joined a group of gossip girls, which we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, the first half of the girls that came out from the
Yeah,
limos.
and so and she's a lot. Again, she's just pretty here, but man, she looked really good in the episode.
Yeah. So next we have Ashley S.
The lion heart with the fluffy
Yes.
hair. Woo!
Yeah, she was a little crazy.
Is this an onion? It's an onion, right? Are you an onion? People like onions. What you have here is an onion.
And onions have layers. It
And
sounded like Shrek.
and I peeled these. Look at it. She went crazy. That's an onion. That is an onion.
That way,
Yeah, it's
keep
an
going.
onion. That was an onion. And that's all she talked about. And then she gave someone a yellow rose. She stole the spotlight from Brittany. And she's the cuckoo one.
Yeah.
Cuckoo.
Did you say that she was the one who gave away the yellow rose to try to get the
Yeah, that
Bachelor to
was her.
change? Yeah, she was made it real awkward.
Because she's an onion.
Yeah.
Alright, enough of the lion heart.
Yeah. Next one's Britt.
Britt.
Britt was great.
Oh, Britt was, none of us, did you pick Britt? I didn't pick Britt.
I did not either.
This is the one we said looked like Tiffany Amber Thiessen, and it's a toothpick and all that stuff.
Right.
Not as, she had it going on.
And she had it going on from the very first minute
yeah.
when she got out of the limo.
You're
That
gonna
first
see
hug.
that. Oh,
Oh,
we each of these episodes will pick a favorite clip, and you're gonna see that. It was a very genuine hug, man. It made things tight in my pants. How about yours, BvH? That laugh means
sure,
yes.
sure.
I mean, it's just one of those hugs you look at and go, man, I want one of those.
Oh, the main thing that struck me is it was that it was very sincere. Well,
And,
go ahead and take a look at it.
And when we didn't show the other clip that came a close second, is when she's talking to him. Their chemistry was so good. Oh, here's a spoiler. What did she get? What did she get, BvH? Not explosive diarrhea. She got the
What? I don't know.
first impression rose. She got.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yes, she got that one. I was trying to pantomime it to BvH. And
Yeah, I'm not good at
and he's thinking,
at charades.
why you talk about a big penis? I'm like, no, it's a first impression rose.
no, no, it's
so,
like in We're the Millers. A
Yeah.
black cock.
Oh. But she got that one, and their chemistry was so good. Like when they were like saying goodbye, or he's moving on to the next girl, they almost kissed.
Yeah.
Oh man, look, it's another onion. Get the lion heart out of here. What's up with this
Yeah.
lion heart? Don't read it. Just get rid of it. Oh, you can put it down there.
Yeah, because it's gonna pop up again, I think.
Okay.
Are we
So
gonna go to
he's,
the video?
He's putting the lion heart. We'll do the video at the end. After
Okay.
the list.
Okay.
That'd be like the cherry on top here.
Okay.
Anything else about Brit?
Um.
Are we good to move on? Because I think we had a lot of praise for Brit. Brit moves into like
Yeah.
instant front runner.
Yeah, instant front runner. Just. Yeah.
I will say that the one change in my list is when someone exited, Brit took her spot. Because we both went 6 or 7 in our list.
And you know what else we had talked about yesterday was how animated her eyes were.
Oh yeah, they weren't like that one girl's eyes.
Amanda.
Amanda's. Ooh.
The stalker eyes.
Yeah, those are horrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, yeah, and Amanda got let go. That was good. Because she lives at home and doesn't clean and doesn't cook and mooches off her mom.
Yeah, and she's proud of that too.
Yeah, she was proud of it. That was kind of bad.
It's quite classless, I would say.
Alright, moving on.
Okay, Brittany, the WWE Diva in Training.
Yeah,
And-
I wish we got more Britney.
Yeah, the disappointing thing was that in WWE they train you to create this character and really animate it. So people build mic skills, but I don't think she used that to her advantage
Well,
during
we
the
didn't
episode.
see any of her, basically. The only time we saw her was when she hugged him and came in with that little wrestling sign.
Right.
And then when she was given the yellow flower, which she didn't take when the Lionheart was being crazy. And even when she was eliminated, spoiler, she there was no airtime because Chris Harrison spent so much time analyzing the show, so not all the girls got an exit interview like they normally do, and
Yeah.
they didn't get an intro video like most of them do. So some of these girls were just like, "What's going on?" Like only 5 or 6 of them got
Intro.
intros, which they could have done that the whole first hour. 30 girls, give them each like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Boom, you build interest. Yeah, I understand that like 7 of them are going home right off the bat, but yeah.
Yeah, it's better than like going down the red carpet or you know polling random people like Claire, who Chris Harrison just happens to love.
There's an onion again.
Keep the currents. Can you ask me?
Okay. Hopefully
Okay.
that gets rid of the onion.
Yeah.
Alright. The lion heart is so crazy, she keeps popping up. Alright,
Yeah.
next.
Jade.
Jade. I like
I
Jade.
I like Jade too. I remember thinking that after seeing her on the show that she looked a lot better than this picture, but I can't really remember
Me neither.
like anything special about
I
her.
do know that I can probably safely say that Chris Soules is a boob man. A lot of these girls had some big boobs.
Yeah.
Big boobs. He like, I mean, who doesn't? But he's really a boob guy.
Well, more than a butt man, I
I think,
guess.
there was probably some double D's going on. So, alright, next.
Are you talking? Are you talking about Bo, the plus size model?
Maybe. Or,
All right,
moving on.
Jillian.
This is the buff one.
Yeah, this is the one who could deadlift more than most
Yeah,
men.
I remember looking at her thinking she looked fit, but like, dude.
She's kind of intense.
She's very intense. Her legs are just killer, man. They're like buff.
Right.
Yeah. She's kind of mean too, almost like roid rage, but not saying that she does roids. Just saying that, yeah, she got intense.
I don't know. Her being a news producer, she's got to.
The onion, man. The lion heart keeps popping up.
Okay. So she's a news producer. I expect her to be aggressive in that type of work environment.
Yeah.
But she's a workout nut, and that's great to be healthy and all. But she's on the border. I mean, she's.
Dude, so is he, man. We saw him with that really ripped guy, his best bro from
Cody from last season. Yeah.
Maybe she could hook up with Cody.
Maybe. I think they would be most appreciative of each other's physical attributes.
Let's just move on really quick.
Caitlyn.
This is where BvH and I are going to start to differ.
Yeah.
Both of us thought she looked pretty cute in the picture. She's a little skinny here. God, man. I think she said she has 2 tats right behind her elbows. Potty mouth. And she's more like a hood rat. I mean, right off the bat, she's like, "You can bleep and plow my field," and he's like, "Whoa." And I think that open offer of sex right off the bat, even though he tried to claim he didn't know what that means, but it could have worked the other way from her, because I remember in that Flight of Love one when that girl's like, "You can land on my landing strip," it turned him off, and it was very classless. Hers is a little bit more classy, but it turned me off. She was very crude to me and attitudey, but she's going to be fun in the house because I think she's going to stir some drama up.
Yeah, I don't think either one of us had her on our initial list, but when she was on the episode, she was really pretty. I think her eyes were very nice.
Yeah, she was pretty.
And the other thing I noticed too was that she was really honest, even though she is crude in the beginning, and maybe Chris appreciated that honesty.
Yeah.
Over being overly politically correct, or
like Amanda going, "I'm your secret admirer, and don't look at me."
Yeah, that proved to her disadvantage.
One of the things that's kind of on here as we go on to the next girl was what they did is they brought in 15 girls, and then like the Bachelor was just like, "I really want to go talk to the girls." So Chris Harrison was like, "Okay, go ahead." He's like, "Oh, I can." So for like about 20 minutes of viewing time, which is probably like 2 hours of their time, filming time, He was
Right.
all thinking that there's only going to be 15 girls, and so all those girls spent the whole time going, "Is this it? There's only 15 of us? Oh, it's gotten real. There's only 15 of us, but there should be more. Shouldn't there be more? Right, BvH? There should be more."
Yeah, I mean, it didn't
And
follow the show from like it just was different. Usually they have at least 20, right?
yeah,
All together,
2027,
20,
yeah. Yeah,
27.
25. And so it didn't follow the formula because he asked to go in, and so Chris let him go in.
Yeah, they kind
And
of
then,
delayed the rest
and
of
then it
on
was funny
those.
because all those girls are like, "This is kind of weird. There should be more of us." And then when the next round of limos came in, bitches got possessive.
Well, they kind of got used to the idea that they might be the only
It
ones,
clicked
and
fast. They were
yeah,
all like, "This is wrong. How dare they bring more girls?"
yeah,
And then they doubled it, which is and like it was funny because Chris Solis was like,
souls.
"Whoa, there's so many girls here. I'm overwhelmed."
Yeah, yeah. It was a little weird,
Okay,
a little
next girl.
different.
So we can move some of these quick. Kelsey, um, my girl looked good. She looked very classy.
Yeah, she
A
did.
little bit older. She probably looked all of that 28. But she looked more dignified. I don't know if dignified is the word, but she looked really classy. She was made up in that nice blue dress. And from the previews, we can almost assume she probably gets the top four. They showed it pretty late, and I think just from that little trailer they showed, I can definitely say that Britt and Kelsey made the top four, maybe even the top three.
Yeah, and you know what? I take back all those inferences to Laurie Metcalf, because on the show she really didn't look like her at all, and she was actually really sweet
Yeah,
and classy in her way she dressed. Definitely one of the front runners. She
yeah.
wasn't overly vocal or anything, but like you said during the previews for the season, definitely looks like she's going to be
He
there
really
near
likes
the
her,
end. Yeah.
and it was good. And like the only thing I was worried about was she's hanging around some of those gossip girls. But then again, you're there for like 5, 6 hours taping, and you got to make friends and talk, otherwise you're bored.
Yeah. You don't want to be known as a social outcast in that type of environment. So we're going to be
Next
moving
one,
on to Kimberly. And this one I think we picked not because she was on any of our lists, but because at the end of the show,
she's the
it,
cliffhanger.
right, she got eliminated. She went outside, started doing the exit interview, and then decided to walk right back in.
And then she pulled Chris aside, or the Bachelor aside, and she wanted to talk to him, and that's where they left it. And then Chris Harrison inferred that she might get let back on the show, but those bastards always lie, and Chris Harrison's like that kind of a bastard at times, and
Yeah.
rules are rules. And I truly believe that Chris Soules is going to do that rules is rules things, and I would love to give you a second chance, but it's the rules.
You know, I agreed with you with that, and usually that's the case. But I think one point to bring out was that I think Chris is more open to giving people second chances.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is he actually picked two of the drunk girls
Yeah.
over other ones that weren't drunk and took it
Hmm.
upon themselves to carry themselves in a higher manner. But then she ended up picking Tara and Jordan.
Yeah, and they were kind of. Well, Tara was really plastered.
Yeah, yeah, she way too much.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
but then again, he could be persuaded this is the Limba yoga instructor with the big boobies, and we've already established he's a boobs guy. All right, we kind of have to go on.
okay.
Nicole, that she's only here. I will say this: Tofu Ninja was wrong. It's not the first time I was wrong, and it won't be the last time. She was. I picked her as a sleeper and the first impression rose. Double strikeout. She was eliminated. She came with the pig nose. She looks 10 times better here. She should have stayed on instead of Tara, but that's how they were. She looked gorgeous,
She did. She looked
but
really good.
I wouldn't have sent her home. She was gorgeous, and
Yeah.
maybe the pig nose backfired, but we didn't see much of her. And Chris, like you said, is a kind heart, really liked Tara because she did that double thing when she came in cowboy jeans and then circled back on in a dress.
Right.
And he was like, "Whoa, that's kind of cool. I like that."
Yeah.
And that made an impression on him. And hers may not have made the most favorable with the pig nose when she came in with it.
Yeah. I think both Tofu and I are disappointed because all I know I'm partial to redheads, and she was the only one, and
and she was gorgeous.
Yeah,
I
and
mean, she's better than the onion.
yeah.
All right.
But that's the way the cookie crumbles.
It is.
Next is Nikki, and
I think she's only here because she was on both of our lists. She kind of flew under the radar.
She did.
And so we'll see how she goes next week. I mean,
yeah,
going under the radar can be good. I mean, Catherine, Sean's girl.
Yeah, she was under the radar for a while.
She was under the radar for until the last 3 weeks, and all of a sudden they started showing more of her. They really showed very little of her, and she got the dude. So
yeah, actually, she made it into mid-season for that one, but no one really gave her a real chance.
Yeah.
But she definitely was a sleeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Tara. Now here's our alcoholic.
Drunk.
The alky.
Like we said, she did. She came in jeans. She had to keep tugging the front down, and just boots. And then all the girls are like, "Wow, you're dressed like that." And then she changed into her evening gown, snuck out, went back around into the limo, came out again, reintroduced. That was really actually kind of cool.
Yeah, she was able to sleep back out there and then sneak back in. I think Chris appreciated her effort.
The effort. And then I think that's what he liked about her. And then I guess he eliminated drunk Tara, but technically since he met her twice, he kept one of them.
I'm thinking maybe his gut instinct was he was going to pick her, but then she got plastered, and then he was thinking if he should eliminate, right? But then went with his gut again.
Yeah, he should have gone with Nicole, but what's done is done.
Yeah.
All right,
we'll see how that pans out.
Yeah.
Tracy, is the next one.
Yeah, I didn't really have anything to say about Tracy. She looked good.
She did.
She really connected with him with the letters.
The letters from her kids, that was really
like
cool.
A crazy. Don't let her be a crazy
cat lady. Yeah, that's
funny.
Like,
really? And so they had a really good connection.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how that's going to pan out.
Yeah.
And then the last one we have is Whitney.
Whitney, sweet. Her voice is a little grating to me, but it's really high pitched. I think she might be the entitled one this year.
You think
she was like, I deserve this rose. I gave up so much to be here. And she was really looking concerned, and a lot of her interviews are like, he better pick me, because if he picks a drunk girl, I'll be devastated. Then he picks a drunk girl, then he picks her, and she seems happy because she survives, but I think she's going to be to reference the wrestling, what about me? What about Whitney? I get that feeling from her. She's hot, though. And I think she's going to get pretty far too.
So you're saying she's going to be the squeaky wheel that gets the oil?
Maybe.
But
I mean, she only until the Lionheart's gone. That Lionheart's crazy.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting with the Lionheart. She's going to be unpredictable, looks like.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next part, are we going to go to the clip?
Let's do our list real quick.
Okay, let's do the list. Okay,
but only change in my list, I still have everyone there. I still have Kelsey, McKinsey. Oh, wait, McKinsey. She got in. She went under the radar.
Yeah.
She has a kid. That was awesome.
Yeah, at 21, 2-year-old kid. Yeah.
Yeah, named Kel. And then I have Jade, Whitney, Tracy, Nikki. I'm going to keep them all the same. I replaced Brittany with Britt, just so I can still have 7 on my list. But I went 6 for 7. My list stays intact with Britt instead of Brittany.
Okay, and from my initial list of 7, I went 6 for 7 as well. Michelle didn't make it, and she was on my original list. So I replaced her with Caitlin, who I thought was a surprise entry, but I think she'll make it pretty far. And then I also removed Becca and added Britt as far as projections go.
Yeah, Becca made it.
And my list finishes off with Tracy, Jillian, Nikki, Jade, and Whitney.
Okay, and let's show the clip.
Okay, so we have that queued up here.
This is that genuine hug.
Gosh, she is darling. So so it begins.
Oh, look at the
Yeah,
dress.
she's stunning. Oh, come on!
How are you?
There we
Okay.
go.
So good.
This
You're beautiful.
Oh. Mm. Oh. Oh.
okay. All right. Well, you can see how genuine that hug was. I think Chris was really.
Oh, it's another.
You're beautiful, Britt.
Wow,
happy
this.
to
I'm so glad you're here.
I've been thinking about this moment for so long. I can't believe
Yeah, she
it's
has.
happening, and everything I've seen about you, I really, really like, and I already know I like you. So I have a leg up. Anyways,
Yeah, she
I have a
has.
little something, and you have to promise me that you'll come find me, and I'll explain it. You promise?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
See you inside.
I'll see you soon.
Look at him. He's just like, God damn. He's
Free
like, wow.
hug from Britt.
I've got to say the buffering on the.
Alright, we can stop
website.
this here. We don't need it.
Yeah.
That's Whitney. Yeah, she look cute. She's got legs for miles too, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that you have to excuse BvH for making those noises.
That. Yeah. Okay. We'll see who really believes that was me. Okay. But that first hug, that was very genuine. You could feel it. I mean, it was long and it was.
And that helped earn her
nice.
the first impression. Whereas,
Yeah.
I think first one out of the car, she got it. And to his credit, he didn't give it to her right away. He talked to all 30 before he gave it to her. Because that's where his mind kept going, is that hug, you know.
Yeah.
And she was one of the girls that actually got an entrance, or like an introduction, and she would stand out in the street and like give free hugs, and so I bet you she's a damn good hugger.
Yeah. I bet so too. And
I want
and
her to hug BvH, because BvH is like a teddy bear, and I heard he gives good hugs, no homo, and I think if those two hugged, it like the world would just end, man.
Well, you know, a good hug is like a good handshake. You know, you don't want to be
As long as he doesn't
handshaking
make those
someone
noises.
like a limp-wristed handshake or anything like that.
Mm.
So you can really tell someone's sincerity when they give you a good wholesome hug, and I think that's what Chris got. And
All
he
right, so
appreciated
in
that.
closing real quick, the ones eliminated were Amanda, Brittany, Kara, Michelle, Nicole, and Regan. Kimberly's up in the air. We'll find out next week what happens to Kimberly.
Right.
And my man card is still intact. How about yours?
Yeah, I think we're doing pretty well on this interviewing. We'll keep it short this time, and we'll try to be more focused in the future. Thank you for watching our video, and we hope to see you next week when we review the second episode of the season.
Right, TofuNinja signing off.
And I'm BvH, and we'll see you next time.
OG13.